Welcome back, you gorgeous and beautiful people from the internet. My name is Manzi Crypto, and today we're going to continue on with a beautiful series over here, MOBOX edition of Chainz Arena. I was not prepared for the previous season to end, to be honest. That's why my PvP ranking was so bad. I thought it was tomorrow, but, it's not a big deal. I think my MBOX reward would have been roughly about the same. Not really, though, but it would have been at least double that. So for my dungeons, I got rank 190, and we got 30 MOBOX back with 525 mech. I would have had roughly about the same rank, and I would have almost doubled my MOBOX if I don't know, I lost a day somewhere, but yeah, that is my mistake. So, Season 2, there's going to be a lot of different changes, like I told you guys. I was reading 2 articles for you guys in the past 2 days on this channel. You can see also I got 148 euro tokens. I don't know why I got so much, to be honest. But yeah. So this is the end of that season. I'm not going to read all of this text for you guys. I think it just explains how the new system is going to work and stuff like that. So I'm going to just press on the X here. I'm going to refresh the page. And then we're going to get to the new season because I think there's going to be a lot of different things. I also had a chest. Season maintenance. So we might have to wait a minute for all of this to happen. Notice. So if you click on notice over here, I'm going to make a full guide about this. So I'm going to go through every single tab there is in this game in the new season. But the one thing you have to know about notice is that if there's any changes or anything like that, it will definitely be on the notice tab. If you guys didn't know that, I'll also give you links and stuff that you can click on. You can read all of this, and that is pretty much what I covered. You can see that right there. I'm going to just refresh and see if we can connect. If we can't, then obviously I will refresh this for you guys. Until we can eventually connect, because there's a lot of changes coming to this game. I didn't know how late the season ended, though. I thought it was going to be roughly 10 a.m. my time. So I missed a few hours as well. I missed a day somewhere and a few hours. But it's okay. It's not a big deal. So we did connect. No, season maintenance is still happening. So... But the one thing that I realized is the way that we thought this part down here working. This is called accumulative adventure points and then season advanced points, right? The way we thought it's going to work, it does work like that. So the left side doesn't reset, the right side fully resets. And if it does work like this, I will receive... Dude, it's so small. 1,600 MEC every season. Now, if you do a little bit of math, you should ROI within 4 months. But however, when we purchased the cards, MOBOX was roughly $3.50. So that means MEC went down as well if MOBOX goes down. So you should ROI within maybe 9 to 10 months. This is excluding your seasonal ranks. And also the this one right here, Royal Arena right there, is also going to be something that could influence your ROI, right? So you have Arena, a Royal Arena. The one at the top is just normal deck versus deck. It's 6 cards versus 6 cards. And then Royal Arena is going to be 3 different decks. Unfortunately, you cannot... let me show you guys what you are going to do roughly. So you're going to have your tank. And obviously you can't have your healer here because then you don't do damage. So it has to be a tank and obviously then a damage dealer. So it will be these 2 cards as an example. And then you will have a few other cards here as well that you will put in just to have the aura. But for now, I'm going to leave it like this, right? Okay? But that is my deck, my team number 1. My team 2 will be something like my healer and then a damage dealer. Something like that, right? And then my last cards will be obviously a weaker, or you can choose how you want it. So it's going to be my one of my damage dealers, and this is what I have, right? So I still don't have a sixth red card. Hopefully this season I will get. I'm planning to get Iris, but the Water Necromancer also looks very appealing to me. It's not going to be as strong, but it's going to be way cheaper, right? So this is how my 3 teams would look like then, because as I progress and level and rank higher, at least I will then be able to distribute some funds towards buying Water Iris eventually and getting it all to 8-star. So also, just want to check out my team over here. You can see that we're getting gem bonuses here already. The gems inlaid on the Momo have attribute bonus to the hero in the Royale. Ruby boost, crit resist. So Ruby is red, crit resist. Emerald is green. No, Emerald. Yeah, Emerald is green, I think. Boost resistance. Sapphire, that's blue. Boosts crit, which is really nice. And Topaz boosts breakthrough. Okay, so there you can see my gems, the way it's inlaid. I do have 2 level 2 blue gems, so that's why mine is so high when it comes to the crit strike, which is really nice. And then effect of Momo, you see my Momos over here, and how their gems look like and stuff like that. So you can see that there's blue, yellow, green. So the one that I'm keep trying to swap is green and yellow, which is perfect. But yeah, this is pretty much how it looks like. Then obviously you can also buy plunders if you want to, which I'm definitely not gonna do. And then obviously arena is normal stuff. So we're definitely going to cover this part right here, the homepage. After the season maintenance is done, it might take a few hours. I will definitely wait it out because I feel like in this game, it doesn't matter. Like every minute doesn't count, if that makes any sense. Where in Chainz, in Token Master, it does, right? Every minute counts. And then obviously in Block Brawler, it's like the last day is very important because all the gear is cheaper because everyone sell their gear. You can pick up a lot. You can pick up a lot of gear for very cheap. So I feel like the last hour is very important. Also, something to cover that not a lot of people know about is this little ticket icon you get over here if you click on MOBOX. There's a little ticket icon right there. And this is called available vouchers. You can see I have 103 over here. This is as you spend funds on the game, the next season will become cheaper. This is gonna make your ROI a lot easier because let's say, for example, this season I don't buy any cards, but all I do is just buy mining hammers, right? It's gonna be contributing to the new season, which will make the next season cheaper. Whether it's having vouchers to do advanced summons or mining hammers. So we'll see definitely how it's going to look like because at the moment there's just nothing I could do right now. I'm not going to try and click around and see if, well, we can maybe click around a little bit. So you can see my vouchers is there 103. Just want to check over here on the battle pass mining hammer. So we can't buy mining hammers with battle pass. Sorry, with the with the vouchers, which is a little bit weird. Can we buy the battle pass with vouchers? No, you can't either. So that is also not cool though, but it does make sense. And the forging refreshed, but the scrolls didn't refresh, which is really good. Okay, so I'm gonna definitely cover everything for you guys after the maintenance is done. We'll start from the one side to the other. It's just a few things changed, and I definitely just wanted to check it out. The few changes that they have made. I shouldn't have started recording yet, but hey, it's gonna start soon. I'm gonna tell you guys how exactly everything works in just a second. Alrighty then, everything is updated and seems to be working fine. I did check a little bit I did test it out a little bit to see if it's gonna be working perfectly. So first things first, guys, mailbox. Obviously, this is where you can see your rewards after every season, and obviously you can just check it. It's already claimed for you instantly, so even though this claim all button is there, it doesn't mean anything, to be honest. So you could just read it or delete it or do whatever you feel like is going to be the best for you. Then we have the notice tab over here. This will only be posted updates. So if there's changes in the game, it will be posted here. However, I do recommend following their Telegram or their Discord a little bit better or more. Then you have leaderboards over here just to see your rank and how much rewards you're going to get. We have a dungeon, arena, and a royal arena. So the CP is just battle power. It's not going to give you anything. But these three will reward you in mech and MOBOX. So make sure that you are doing these accordingly, or just follow these accordingly. Also, the rewards updated now. You can see it's a lot more than it used to be in Season 1. And the reason being is because whatever we spend on this season will be accumulated for, a big portion of that will be accumulated for the next season's rewards. A very tiny amount goes to the current season. That's why I didn't get much MOBOX this season anyway. Then we have the daily chest. Over here you can spend if you want. It is decently rewarding, but to be honest, I feel like you're going to get so much rewards anyway by just having mining hammers active. And yeah, that's just my opinion. So maybe it's not worth it. For me, it might be worth it for you depending on how much or how high you want to rank. And also you get a lot of different rewards here. You can see that there's an arena reward right there. That is something that I'll have to cover very soon. Then you have the MOBOX Pass. The MOBOX Pass is extremely useful. The only problem with it is that you have to play the game a very long time for it to be enabled. However, you can buy levels if you want to. Also, the other thing is, if you don't want to use the MOBOX Pass, that is fine, but you'll get way less rewards than someone that is. So it does make the pass useful. At the very so if you are level, let's say for example 4, you'll get this. Level 5, you'll get this. It will have a shiny box around this, and you just have to click on it and it will claim it for you. And then at the bottom we have task over here. This is where you're going to do your daily tasks and stuff like that. You can see that my chest actually opened that I had in the previous 10 minutes or something. That there was a chest right there that I could have claimed. But yeah, you can read over here what everything you have to do. It is extremely useful to keep an eye on this because it does reward you quite heftily if you do these tasks. You also have daily tasks and a season task. So make sure that you do your daily tasks. Season task will get done over time, so don't worry too much about that. But the daily task is very important to actually finish because it is gonna be beneficial for you if you do that. Then we have the game pool over here. This is how you can see where MOBOX is being spent and how the rewards is gonna be for a current season. You can see we're getting roughly about 1.4 million mech and 71,000, almost 72,000 MOBOX for this season. Then we have exchange here. This is where you're going to buy and sell cards if you want. In my opinion, make sure that you check this often because... Oh, the shadow... Okay, never mind. Because the prices do fluctuate quite heftily up and down. Left, right, and center. So make sure that you are ready to buy. Like, for example, right now, you can see these 15 MOBOX per card. They're going to sell out like sweet cakes very soon. Obviously, we have available tab here at the bottom as well. This is cards that you can sell that is not bounded to you. And then listed, obviously, if you have cards listed, it will be there. The second tab, we have items. This is where you're going to buy runes as well at a later stage and relics, and equipment. So you can buy and sell gear here if you wanted to. And you can see they are also very pricey, but it's because it's the start of the season. Then you have Summoner Circle over here. It's the most important thing is to make sure that your scrolls is as low as possible. I will be summoning mine as much as I can so that I can get as many cards as possible so that I can make my star up, which will happen soon. I'm going to make my star up cheaper by having other 5-star cards to make one of my cards rank or 7-star, which is something that is not easy to explain, but I'll show you guys visually very soon. So that's normal summon. You can click on the eye over here to see the chance. You can see you have a 75% chance to get a common, which is 1 star. Uncommon, which is 2 stars, is 20%. Unique, which is 3 stars, 4%. And then rare is 1%. So it's hard to get these rares and blues. That's the only two you need, is unique and rare, because that's going to help you make the game a little bit cheaper to play. Then we have Advanced Summon over here. I already covered the tickets, and this is MOBOX. So with Advanced Summon, you have an actual chance to get a Legendary, which is 0.5%, and an Epic, which is 4.5%. So your chances is there to get these Epics and Legendaries. If you do want to sell them, I would not recommend it unless you get a very rare card, like Water Iris. You can make so much money out of that. Obviously, if you stop gambling afterwards, because you're going to most probably spend all your money back into the game if you don't stop after that. Just as an example. So you can decide what you pay with. You're going to pay with tickets or you're going to pay with MOBOX. So that is up to you. I will be summoning very soon. I just want to see if I can actually spend the tickets to buy mining hammers, which will come up very soon. So you have binding and non-binding elemental summons. So over here you can select the elemental at the very top. If you want water, if you want nature, earth, or fire, you can select it over here. Just to make sure that you are aware of this, the binding one is going to be bound to you after the summon, and the non-binding one is not binded to you. So you could sell it if you want to, or you could bind it to yourself afterwards. That is pretty much how this works. Also, the chances is 90% chance to get an epic, and then 10% chance to get a legendary. However, I had a few friends do this. I have not seen anyone open a legendary yet with this elemental summon, but we were only 7 people, so 10% chance means if you're 10 people, then 1 should get at least a legendary. So that covers the Summoner's Circle. Then we have Altar over here, which is a very important thing because these 1 stars is just going to fill up your bags. If you do decompose them, you will get some rewards at least, which is 1,200 Spirit. And Spirit is very rare to get because, you know, I don't know why they do that, but they leverage out the gold way more than the Spirit. So you always run out of Spirit pretty much all the time. Then at the bottom here, we have Rebirth. So over here, if there's a card that you leveled up and you want to make it lower level again to use the resources on someone else, you're going to use this Rebirth over here. Let me just show you guys if I level up a card quickly. So he's level 2. So if I go back there to Rebirth, don't know why I don't see him. Maybe because it's bounded. But this is where you're going to do that. So you'll have Perfect Rebirth and Normal Rebirth. Normal Rebirth just means that it's free to do, but you're going to lose half the resources. So if you spend 10,000 gold, as an example, to level up that card, you'll only get 5,000 back in return. If you do the Perfect Rebirth, you get all the rewards back that you used. Cards, Spirit, and Gold will all get returned to you. Then you have Restoration. If there's a card that is 6 star, 7 star, 8 star, that you don't want that number anymore, you can use the Restoration here, and then, obviously, you'll get your cards back. However, the cards that gets bounded, for example, if I go to the Euros tab over here, the cards that you get bounded on these ones, for example, do not get restored, right? But the ones that you use, for example, if I go to this guy, I'm gonna get more snipers back. So if I make this card 8-star, I will get 3 snipers, right? 3 water snipers, and then you're gonna get like 3 5-star cards as well. That is pretty terrible. They're just bots, pretty much, that you can use to upgrade or evolve your cards in the next time. And somehow I saw on the original that some people actually sold them. I don't know how they did that. However, they are pretty useless, so I would not recommend playing with them at all. And then also at the bottom here we have replace, which is a very important function if you want to buy epic cards and make them legendary. This is where we would do that. So if you click on this button right here, there's 3 functions, right? You can either exchange 3 epics. So for example, I'm choosing, I want this epic as an example. Then I have to put in 3 epics. So this is 1. So 2 more, and then you'll have a 100% chance. You can see the 33%. You'll have a 100% chance to get that one you selected, which is at the top. Then we have the exact same thing with epics. However, it's 4 epics, and each and every time takes 25% to put them in. So if you put in 3, you have a 75% chance to do that, which I would not recommend, right? Because if you do that, you're technically burning 3 cards. I would not recommend doing that at all. And the same thing happens here. You can select the card that you want if you want to do this. So, just saying. And then the last function here is to exchange 10 epics into 1 random legendary. So this is where a lot of people that buy epics instead of buying legendaries would spend their time on, is getting 10 epics and then, you know, getting some legendaries for yourself. However, it's random and there's a lot of poopy cards out there, so make sure that you use this function as well, or at least use the market if you do want to sell them. So that is completely up to you. And then we have the Euro token shop. So over here you can spend Euro tokens, which gets accumulated from your progress in the previous season. So if you have equipment or anything like this, you can read it up over here if you click on the question mark. Euro tokens do not reset with the season. Equipment that quality reaches 1-star unique will be refunded 1 Euro token after reset. The equipment above this quality will be returned with the corresponding amount of Euro tokens based on the number of 1-star unique equipment consumed by Forge. Okay, so that is why I got some Euro tokens, because previous season I didn't forge as much as I should have to get everything purple star. However, the game will do it automatically for you, which is fantastic. Perform 2 normal summons. Okay, so I did a quest there and I'm getting some golden spurt and some XP. If you guys don't know what that XP is, it is going into the pass. So you can see I am 10% of level 1 to go to level 2. So this is how you can see it here. You can also buy levels after you purchase the MOBOX pass. You know, it's 40 MOBOX for the MOBOX pass, and I didn't even make 40. Wow. I didn't even make 40 last season, which is terrible. So this covers the homepage. Also, there's something else you can do is click over here on your avatar. You can change your avatar over here to a card that you have, or to a avatar that you purchase in the in the guild tab. Then we have rename over here, which you can rename your account with. However, you can only rename your account once every season, so make sure that you spend it wisely. Then you can also put on the music or put off the music. You can change the language to only 1 here. I'm not too sure what language that is. Could be Chinese or Japanese. Then you can also change the graphics. However, every time you open the game again, it will automatically be on high, which is kind of annoying. But it doesn't really matter because it's pretty insignificant what you choose there. But it does speed up the game, so that's why I try and keep it on low. Then you have the Euro tab over here, which you'll spend a long time on after you bought and sell. So, I don't know, get some epics or legendaries yourself. So, for example, you're going to level up cards. You can see up here, you're going to select the card that you want to spend your resources on. And then you're going to just upgrade them however you please. Something that I do recommend is that you keep your healer the highest attack damage. The reason for that is because there's a lot of cards. Let me just see over here. I don't think I'm using one. There's a lot of cards that will always attack the card that is the highest attack on the enemy team. And if your healer is the highest attack, he has one of the most HPs in the game as well, which is great. But also, a lot of healers have skills like this. When HP is below 60%, the hero heal all heroes 100% of the attack and continue to heal for 80% of attack for 4 rounds, which is fantastic. And you can also see that I opened a chest already, so you can see some equipment here. All I have to do is click on equipped all, and you can see I have 3 green ones already, which I can go right now to the Euro token tab and purchase some gear for myself. So, which might be a good idea. So don't remind me again. Consume 5 Euro tokens. So I'm gonna just buy one of each, which is fairly cheap, right? Because I can do it again. And then I have 2 cards that will be exactly full set in green gear. How amazing and simple is that? And then I would like my tank to get some HP. So that's how you spend your resources, pretty much. Your gold and your spirit is doing this. Then at the bottom we also have skills where you can actually get some books in. Okay, so this is something important. If you do have a tank, this is going to be excluding the tank, okay? So just keep that in mind. The very first ability on every card, try and get that to max, okay? However, do not go with one card at a time. Spend 1 upgrade each. So 1 upgrade each, so you're going to press the arrow. I'm going to upgrade this one, press the arrow, upgrade this one. That is how you're going to do that, except if it's a tank. If it's a tank, what you want to do is upgrade this one and this one instead. Okay, because it's going to increase his resistance and then his armor. This is the utmost importance. The tanks, their first ability is not as good. Okay, it just increases the damage by 8%, which is it could have been 0. It could have been 1%. It doesn't make a difference because their attack is so low anyway that this difference just doesn't make sense. Okay. So do not spend it on the first card, on the tank, which is very important. The other thing is we also have is sets in the game. So the way you're going to accumulate weapons passively is by buying mining hammers. Okay, so if you have a mining hammer, you're gonna have chests, and inside this chest is gonna give you some rewards as well, like gear. If I'm not mistaken. Yes. No? Jeez, I can't remember. I think it does give gear, but I could be wrong. The other way you can accumulate gear as well is if you go to the if you go to the battle tab over here, click on daily challenge, and do your trials. You see this chest that's over here? You will get you'll get some gear in there as well, some weapons and stuff like that. How you can take part in the Euro trials, because you can see that I have nothing over here. Your Euro has to be epic or legendary and 40, level 40 and higher, okay? If it's not level 40, at least level 40, you will not be able to see that card at all. So just keep that in mind. So back over here, we have Evolve. Evolve is going to show you an element most of the time an element, you can see over here that it's fire. So I need at least one card that is 5-star and fire. That is how you read this. And then I need 2 cards that is 5-star. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what element it has. There's no element icon up here. And what I'm going to get is displayed in this black box over here. I'm going to get 10% attack, 20% max level, sorry, plus 10% attack, plus 20% HP, and then this card could go maximum to level 200. Okay, so that is just something to keep in mind. So that concludes the Euro tab. We covered everything that is over here, or on a Euro itself. Then on the Euro tab, you have pretty good functions like this, okay? So at the very top, you can see that there's 3 different icons, which we're going to cover right now. This icon will make it bigger or smaller, so personal preference, what you like. You can just change it to whatever you like. This tab over here displays every single card in the game. So if there's something a card does that you don't know what it does, you can just click on this tab. For example, you can click on Hollow's Hollow and see, okay, this ability was used against you, and that is why you wiped, or that's why a card died one shot. The other thing that a lot of people don't know as well is if you click on this tab up here that we're on right now, and you click on this all button right here, you can change it to bosses. So over here, you can read the bosses' abilities and see what they do, so that you can try and get something that is important to you to actually continue on or progress with the game. Then we have this tab right here, which is the binding tab. You can read up a little bit about here how the binding works and what stars, what's your chance and stuff like that to get what is required for you. Then we have the binding record here. This will keep track on how your bindings look like, so that you can have a history of what you have, pretty much. So I can go all the way back here to all the cards that I did bind, and that is something that is important. Okay. So that concludes everything over here. You can see your bag space over here. This is the amount of cards you have compared to the amount of cards you can hold. You obviously can click on the plus sign over here and pay with vouchers some more bag space if you wanted. However, it's not a big function. Not something I use often. Then we have quick upgrade. This is a very useful tab. This can make all your 3-star to 4-star and all your 4-star to 5-star. This is something very important because, like I said before, if there's an element that is required, you must probably want that element, right? So make sure that you click on fire, and then you'll make a fire 3-star to 4-star. As an example, if I click confirm right now, I have a chance of getting a level 4-star fire to 5-star. So this is something that you're going to have to play around with until you find something that is going to work for you. Then there's a quick bind function. This is where you're going to put it in an epic card, which I'll show you guys very soon because I'm going to use some binds very soon. But you're going to put in 6 cards here. You can just click on quick bind and then the cards will be there. You have 2 options when it comes to binding. You have fixed adventure points. For epic that is for epic that is 10. For legendary that is 90. Okay, that is the fixed adventure points. If you go with random, however, you have a chance of getting a lot more or a lot less. So keep that in mind. If you want to gamble, take the random. If you don't want to gamble, get the fixed one. It's a lot safer. So this concludes the Euros tab fully, from start to end, what you can and cannot do. Obviously, you can change the quality. It's only just display purposes. Okay. So, yes. Then we have the battle tab. The battle tab is something that you'll also spend a lot of time on. It's pretty much where you do your PvE. PvE stands for player versus environment. So this is against bots and stuff like that. So if I click on challenge right now, it's going to show me what I'm going to fight against, their formation, what I'm going to get rewarded if I do pass. So if I click on challenge again, it's going to show my cards and my formation. And I can just click on confirm. Then my cards will fight against that formation we just saw. I'm going to pause that. I don't know if you guys saw that there's a 2x number there. It will make the game twice as fast. So if you want to make it slower, make sure you click on that 2x. And then there's a skip button as well at the bottom right that you can only use after round 2. So you have to reach at least round 2. Then we have just this chest function right here in the middle. It's going to open and close the whole time. This will display all your chests that you have. I don't know why I can hold up to 8 chests, because I don't have the battle pass enabled. So that's pretty weird. But this over here is where you're going to see the chest that gets accumulated if you have mining hammers. If you don't have mining hammers, this chest will always remain like this. It will be not filled. Then you have AFK rewards. This is changing depending on what floor you go on. So the higher you rank, or the higher floors you are in PvE, I'm talking about this. So the higher chapters you are, the more rewards you'll get for being AFK. So that is something to keep in mind as well. Then you have this tab right here, which is the inactive. It's the mining hammer. You can see the rewards you're gonna get, and the rewards you will get added. Let me just make sure. Okay, this is the rewards you get for being on the stage. This is the rewards you're gonna get for having a mining hammer active. However, for me, it doesn't make sense not to inactivate it. So I'm gonna spend the MOBOX and put that in there. When I clicked on this, I did see that there's no function to have mining hammers being paid for in vouchers. Okay, so I'm gonna definitely spend the vouchers right now on some summons. So let's click on this, advanced summon, click on the vouchers. Takes 15 vouchers. Don't show this again. 15 vouchers. What do we get? We got an epic. Yeah, an epic. No, a rare. Now we got an epic. So that is one at least. That is good. Nope. Another epic. Nice. We got 2 epics. What? That is insane. Bro, if we get a legendary, I'll be super duper nuber happy. I think we did very good. Very good. However, the cards is bounded. So I don't know if it chose the random bound. I don't know if it chose the random bound or the let's just have a look over here. Binding record. It didn't bind. It didn't. It doesn't give you points. It doesn't give you cumulative points and adventure points. Because that's what I wanted to cover right now. Because my my cumulative adventure points is filled up. So I can't get MOBOX inside my chest. Right? With my mining hammers, I'm only gonna get MEC. I'm not gonna get... Okay, whatever. It's at least a good way to get some legendaries if you want, or epics. That's at least a good thing. I thought I'm gonna get some epic. Some cumulative points, which is weird. So that covers the summons. So you guys saw how I did that. Then we have a daily challenge over here, which is gonna be Euro Trials only for now. Sealed Land is gonna come at a later stage. But how Sealed Land works is you're gonna have 2 elements. So for example, I have water and fire that I can take part in. And that water and fire will give you a certain rune. Okay, it will give you runes that you can upgrade and put in your cards, I think. Unless they change it, obviously. I'm talking about the previous MOBOX game or the previous Chainz Arena game. That is at least how it worked. So We'll cover sealed land eventually when it comes out. So this concludes the battle tab. So this is where the PvE is gonna happen. This is also where you farm the most of your resources, is over here with mining hammers and stuff like that. Then you have the arena tab. Okay, the arena obviously stands for PvP. Could have been PvP as well. It could have said PvP as well. Let me put it that way. So the arena tab, you have two different arenas. You have arena, and then you have royal arena. Arena is one deck versus one deck. So 6 cards versus 6 cards. Royal arena is 3 decks or 3 cards. Oh, sorry, 3 decks, which means 6 cards inside each deck. So it's 18 cards versus 18 cards. Someone commented earlier today asking, what if my one deck, my first deck, is so strong that it could beat all 3 decks that you fight against? That doesn't matter, because it will only be you'll only fight against that deck once. So make sure that you spread out your cards so that you have let me show you guys what I mean. So okay. Let me first cover everything from the start. Okay, so arena, you have offense formation, defense formation. Offense formation means when you attack someone. When I click on matching right now, and I want to battle someone, I click on this icon right here. Then this is your offensive formation. You can obviously change it here as well, but that is just a preset. So if I click on confirm right now, I'm going to battle this person, which is going to wreck me because he's level 40. And I'm level 1. And I still won because I have epics and legendaries. There's a new token right now that is called Arena token. Okay, this token is going to be used because you're gonna find out how you're gonna see this token quite often. How this works is if you go to the Euro tab, you can see that this icon right here says level 40. This icon will unlock and you'll have a crystal inside this icon. Okay, a crystal. This crystal can get upgraded. It will be level 1 at first, but you can obviously increase the stars once it reaches a certain amount of stars. Sometimes it's 5, sometimes it's 4, sometimes it's 3. It's very random. I don't know exactly how it works. But if you evolve this card, you'll get added stats. So at first, I might just only get HP or damage reduction or crit or damage or something like that. But if I make it a 2-star, it will have 2 stats. Okay? So you can make one card extremely strong if you want, or you can split them equally, which I don't recommend. I recommend getting to 2-star with one card first before focusing on another one. Okay, that is what I would do. Okay, so back to Arena. So, clicking on this again. So this is defense when someone fights you. Then you have offense when you're fighting someone. Okay, so at the bottom here, you have matching and battle record. Battle record will show people that did fight you. And then matching is you want to fight someone. If you want to make sure that you get as much arena points as possible, make sure that this number never runs to full. Okay, which is going to be very tough to do because you'll have to play the game often. Okay, and make sure that you play at least once per day. So over here, you can see the person's name, which is the top bar right here. Then you have their battle power. This is technically the strength of their deck, but the numbers is not accurate. You just saw that I beat someone that is level 40, and I have a 1 level 7 card that was a healer, right? So just a stupid example, but the battle power doesn't really matter that much. What does matter is the strength of your cards. So legendary is not twice as strong as epic, but they are extremely strong. They are way stronger, maybe about 30 or 40% stronger. So that means if you have a full deck of epics, you'll have to be 30% higher battle power than someone that has a full deck of legendaries, if that makes any sense. Okay? And the same thing goes if you just play purple cards. It's almost impossible to beat someone that is playing with full epic. That is, sorry, that is playing with full epic. That is just how the game works. It is paid to win pretty much. You'll have to have a big chunk of money to buy the cards at first hand to get an advantage. Something that I haven't mentioned is actually formation, like the order of your cards. Because that is also a question I get often. The order of your cards doesn't matter that much. However, the very first one does matter. Okay, you want to have a tank in that slot, or at least some damage dealer that will do some effect when he dies. Okay. But 95% of the time, I would highly recommend that you have a tank inside that slot. The reason for this is because they have increased armor. If you increase the armor and resistance on a tank, it will become way more tankier. If you have a healer or two inside your game, inside your formation, then you will be the tank will be strong enough to not die. At least not die first. Okay. So that is something to keep in mind. Also, I mentioned make sure that your healer is the highest level in your team. That is extremely important. There's a lot of cards that will do attack on highest attack cards. So make sure that your healer is the highest leveled or the highest attack card, which will make him the highest leveled card as well. The reason why you do that is because healers have the second highest HP inside the game compared to a damage dealer. Sometimes your damage dealer will just die straight up one shot. Sometimes, depending on the card and the level and stuff like that, and the crystallization. Then also something I didn't mention is that you get elements. You get elemented buffs over here. However, you can only have one buff active at a time. And you can see that I have this buff, which is the fire and wood aura. The only way to get that is by having 3 of each. You can see that I have 3 fire and I have 3 water. Maybe this will make it easier to see. So I'll just keep my formation like this so that you guys can see it a little bit easier. So 3 of my cards is blue background. 3 of my cards is red background. Or the fire element looks like that. The outside element. Not the inside. Not this icon that I'm trying to hide with the mouse. That is a different icon. So then all you do is click on confirm and you're going to battle the person. Okay, you can see that this guy has a leveled up water and fire elemented deck as well. And that he's also leveled. You can see that card is level 20. And you can see my card is level 7 and level 1s. So obviously I'm going to get raked. And even though you're losing, you still get arena rewards. However, you get less. Okay, so that is something to just keep in mind. Okay, then we have Royal Arena. So this is where 3 teams will be fighting against 3 teams. Okay, so you have team 1, 2, and 3. It will fight the enemy's team 1, 2, and 3. Exactly in the same order. It's not random or anything like that. You can click on edit here to put them in. For example, in this fight, I'll have a tank and I'll have a damage dealer. Okay. Inside the next one, I'll have my healer and a damage dealer. Okay. And then the last one, normally your last one will be weak. Okay. So I will have my damage dealer and my damage dealer. This is normally how it is. You'll have 2 decently strong ones and then 1 extremely weak one. You want to play around with your team in 3. You can click on team adjustment over here and you can just swap them. You know, swap them around to trick your enemies, or if there's someone you lose against, but some deck could have beaten another deck. Make sure you swap around your stuff to make sure that, you know, that you don't get wrecked every time by the same person. Something else that you also can do is make sure that you have the element make sure that you have this element buffs as well inside here, which will be extremely important at a later stage. For example, I'm not gonna use this card for a while, so I can have this element right here, and then I can just scroll down to 2 stars just to have an element active. So I can just do this. Another earth, and another earth. So I can do that, and then I get the earth and fire buff. So you have 2 cards that is really going to make sense. The other 4 is just going to be there for funsies and the element. And then obviously you can click on matching as well, and then it's going to show you the battle power of the person you're going to fight against. You also see some random cards that you of the person that is going to be fighting against you. However, you can see the battle power is 4,469, and then your battle power is being displayed a little bit more grayed out at the very bottom. Then you have 2 options over here. You have matching, and then you have battle. Matching will take 5 minutes for you. So it will show this person. After 5 minutes, you can click on matching. It will show one random person again. However, if you do want to battle the person, all you have to do is click on battle. I'm not going to wait 5 minutes to do this, so I'm going to just show you guys exactly how it works. Then my first deck is going to fight against this person's first deck as well, right? So it's team 1 versus team 1. This is how it works. And then obviously the winner will obviously get shown afterwards. So you can see I'm defeated. This means that he won the first match. Okay. Then we have the second match over here, which is my weak deck that I'm going to fight against. But I might actually win this because this card is an 8-star card. So I actually won that one. And then I have this one that is also a bit stronger, which he has weak. So I actually won 2 out of the 3. I only lost the first one and I won the 2 afterwards. That means I got a victory screen right now and I get trophies. The more trophies you get, the higher your rank. The more rewards. Well, no, you're not going to get more rewards, sorry. You're going to get more rewards after the season. Okay. So you can click on battle record here to see the record of the people that you fight against. You can click on this to get to buy more tries, which is pretty good. If you don't get very lucky with the people you're fighting against. So the rank for that is over here. The rank is over here, where it's going to show your Royal Arena rank as well. And then you have an arena rank, and then you have a battle dungeon rank. It's very important that you try and get as high as possible every season if you're going to spend some money on this game for the future. Also, another thing is, sorry, I'm bouncing around right now. The mining hammer over here, you can see that it is 3 hours and 43. Every 30 minutes that goes down. So, for example, if this mining hammer goes to 3 hours and 30 minutes, you will get the MEC rewarded over here. The MEC or the MOBOX that you receive will not display until the 30 minutes is done. So every 30 minutes, it pays out. Okay, just keep that in mind. So we've covered the arena, the top and the bottom, how it works, how you're going to search for new players, how the ranking looks like, how to set up your team formation, how to fight people, how to swap your team. We covered pretty much everything. However, there is one button over here that I do want to show. That is the gem bonus and stuff like that I did cover in the first 10 minutes of this video. So make sure that you check out that. It just shows your crit resist, crit damage, your breakthrough, blue. And then obviously the moments that you have with that gems slotted will be showed over here. So that pretty much just covers all the arena. So let's go to guild. If you're not in a guild, it will display a list of guilds that you could apply for. Sometimes the applicants is full. That means that there is 10 people applied already for that guild, and you will not be seeing, you'll not be able to apply as well. So just keep applying. Eventually, you'll get a guild that will accept you. And if not, maybe make your own guild. Okay, because not everyone can be in a guild that has a decent amount of hash power. So once you're inside a guild, you'll be able to see the name of the guild, the leader of the guild, how many members is in the guild. There's a guild note below 888 hash power will get kicked. Wow, that is crazy. So then you have two other tabs over here. So the mining hammer, where it is exactly the same mining hammer as the one that we covered inside battle. It shows that you have a mining hammer active. Then it shows over here the amount of guild tokens you have and the amount of gem rewards you get. So I'm getting 100% plus 100%. So that means I get double rewards for having a lot of gems. Okay, that is the only thing it displays. It also shows your guild token rate, which means I'm getting 0.06 per minute extra. If you do have a mining hammer active, you also will get, I don't know where to see it, but you'll also get more rewards towards your guild tokens. So that will get increased over here maybe. Yeah, so mining hammer will provide 400% additional rewards as tokens. So that is awesome. Then you have accelerate, where you can buy, you can pay MOBOX to get more guild tokens if you want more guild tokens. Also, you can purchase for your guild this, which is pretty nice. I don't know what this button is. It shows accelerate and then a magnifying glass. But I'm getting at least 144 there because some of the people in my guild actually did accelerate. So that is pretty nice. Thank you so much. Then at the bottom you have members. This just displays the people that is in your guild. And then you have rank, which displays the highest hash power to the lowest hash power rank. It's not how they're ranked inside the game or arena or PvE. This is just hash power. This is accumulated outside of the game, not on the inside. Okay, so Momoverse might be the highest hash power, but they might have a weak ass team or people that doesn't even play the game, if that makes any sense. Okay, so this is just hash power based. Then at the top, at the bottom here, we have Momos. This just shows the Momos that you have, also their quality and the amount and the gems that they have, I think. Here you can see wind, earth, I don't know why that's there, and change the quality. You click on the Momo, it shows the gems and how much percentage added they're getting for being there. Okay, that's pretty much just Momos. Then you have Guild Store. This is just a list of stuff you can purchase by having a by being in a guild. You can use the guild tokens to purchase some stuff like spirit books or equipment or an avatar. This is avatars, people. This is not cards. This is not cards you can purchase. This is just an avatar, which is extremely expensive for no reason. Then you have Guild Technology, which is not available at the moment. Guild Dungeon, which is not available at the moment. And then Guild Battle, which is not available at the moment. Obviously, they'll be available at a later stage, which I will cover. So there are a few stuff added from the previous full guide on this game that I did. However, it's still pretty much the same as the previous guides. So... But yeah, I just wanted to make a video to cover for you guys the majority on how to play the game from beginning to end. The Euro tokens you can spend. You can buy some scrolls if you want or equipment. I most probably will buy even more equipment because it doesn't make sense for me not to have a beastly full deck. You know what I'm saying? If I can get this out of the way already, I'm going to be way stronger. So it's still 7 minutes, but this MEC will be there, like I said before. And yeah, I think this concludes the beautifulness of this game, where you can we can buy some cards and play against other people, get some leaderboards, get some MEC with hammers, and yeah. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, smash the like, subscribe if you're new. I'll be again uploading as soon as possible if there is content to cover. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Love you guys. Take care. And as always, remember to twist some nippity nose. Before I just go, I just want to show. Let me see. Because I wanted to evolve. See, I'm not going to spend that epic. I want to evolve, but I can't at the moment. I do have the MEC, I just don't have a 5-star red that I'll use, so. But yeah, I explained it. You guys should know. It also takes MEC. That's MEC to evolve, just saying. But yeah, I'll see you guys next one. Love you guys, take care, and as always, remember to twist some nips. Take care, bye-bye. Peace.